We're for Planned Parenthood because everyone deserves access to the health care they need. So let's tell these to get out of our health care.
Don't get yourself in the Justin Bieber situation where your mom's raising money for pro-life causes while your wife's going out trying to raise money with Planned Parenthood with a crazed single lady who thinks she's funny. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Red Top Report. I'm your host, Joe Enders, and we already know that Hollywood is a demonic nightmare. I mean, we've talked about this for the longest time. There's all sorts of ridiculous, crazy, evil, and degenerate nonsense going on in Hollywood. But Ronan has come up with a compilation of specific things in Hollywood relating to abortion. Now, Ronan, I know you know a little bit more about these stories than I do because I got to react to them, guys. All right. So tell us what we're looking at here.
Yeah, let's go over this one. This is going to be Hailey Beiber, so Justin Bieber's wife, and Chelsea Handler. So let's take a look at this.
Yeah, Chelsea Handler's the best.
Yeah, so let's take a look at this.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Handler. And I'm Hailey Beiber. Texas politicians are falsely accusing Planned Parenthood of Medicaid fraud, which is complete BS. We're for Planned Parenthood because everyone deserves access to the health care they need. So let's tell these to get out of our health care. Click here to sign up.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know about Chelsea Handler, just before we go kind of deeper into the other aspect of this, Chelsea Handler's like this woman that is just she just has a whole career of hating on mothers and saying like it's so great to be unmarried and childless, and she like brags about it all the time. And you can always see that she's totally coping. We actually have a video where we react to her. You should put that up. It's a couple of videos actually, but yeah. So and that's Justin Bieber's wife. Why do they always like doll him up like that, man? They got like she's always got like dude, she's got like so much makeup caked on her face in there. It looks terrible. No, ladies, nobody likes it when you wear that much makeup. Take some of it off. It needs to be subtle. Beauty is subtle. Don't go crazy. That said, obviously, shilling for Planned Parenthood. Isn't Justin Bieber a Christian?
Yeah, I mean, I know a couple years ago he was big with like Hillsong and stuff like that. Those big Protestant mega church and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was Carl Lentz was the pastor at the time. The dude got busted for like adultery or something, I think, and got like taken out of his church. If he didn't get taken out of his church, I'm remembering wrong, but yeah, so.
Well, yeah, so Justin Bieber is actually in the past has said he's quite pro-life. So let's take a look at that.
Okay, well, really? Justin Bieber 16. Oh, this is when he was 16. So this was
this is very old.
This is 2011.
Yeah, it's very old.
Yeah, maybe his managers, those Hollywood managers, told him that he's not allowed to have that opinion. So on abortion, I really don't believe in abortion. I think an embryo is a human. It's like killing a baby. I mean, no, it's not like killing a baby. It is killing a baby. Catholic teaching. Let's go, Ronan. Everybody knows this. Life begins at conception, and the willful termination of innocent unborn life is murder. The taking of any innocent life is murder. So Justin Bieber at 16 years old seems to have more wisdom than his wife has now at however old he would be now. He's got to be in his, probably in his late 20s now.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. His mom is also like super pro-life, and she's done fundraising and stuff for Crisis Pregnancy Center. So it's really weird that Hailey Bieber is like going off like kind of off the rails here.
It's not weird because we're living in this like culture right now where it's like, oh, we just have different beliefs and we just get along and stuff. Guys, if you're going out there and you're looking for a wife, she better have your values. I'm telling you right now, you do not want to be married to a woman that does not want to be led, that does not respect your God-given headship over your household, over your family. You really don't want to get into that boat. So she should obviously share your values because she's going to be following you throughout life. And when she's following you throughout life, when she's respecting your decisions, you can't have disagreements on very, very objective moral questions where it's like it's a matter of life and death, specifically abortion. It's a matter of life and death, of right and wrong from both sides of this position. So, I mean, I can't stress enough that, don't get yourself in the Justin Bieber situation where your mom's raising money for pro-life causes while your wife's going out trying to raise money with Planned Parenthood with a crazed single lady who thinks she's funny. So Yeah, I mean, and obviously there's more to this. I know that you.
Yeah, let's switch gears into Britney Spears. So I'll just take a look at this.
Britney Spears reveals she had an abortion because Justin Timberlake didn't want to be a father. You remember that video? There's something, a post or a video or something that Britney Spears posted, and she said, "I'm Catholic now" or something like that. Yeah, it was a while back. I think there was a piece written about it, but so I can't imagine she's also grew up in the South too. So and from my perspective, it's very strange to me that she would be like a radical pro-abort, and I don't think she is. And so it's Justin Timberlake was the issue here.
Yeah. So here's the details in the article.
Yeah, I want to hear more about this. Britney Spears is for 20 years. The Woman in Me, she reveals that when she dated Justin Timberlake, she became pregnant with his baby, but had an abortion. And that's from People. I'm guessing that's People magazine. It was a surprise, but for me, it wasn't a tragedy. I loved Justin so much. I always expected us to have a family together one day. This would just be much earlier than I'd anticipated. Spears, now 41, writes of the pregnancy in the book. But Justin definitely wasn't happy about the pregnancy. He said we weren't ready to have a baby in our lives, that we were way too young. There's a couple other quotes down there. She writes again in the book, if it had been left up to me alone, I never would have done it. And yet Justin was so sure that he didn't want to be a father. Spears writes of her experience undergoing the abortion. To this day, it's one of the most agonizing things I have ever experienced. Dude, this is terrible. Wow, what an awful story. Yeah. What was I telling you guys earlier about headship? This is the situation reversed. Ladies, do not date a guy that disagrees with you on life and death. I mean, I can't imagine a more chilling horror than to find out, down the line after you had an abortion as a woman, that it actually was murder, and having that internal recognition in your head that you allowed your child to be murdered, especially over somebody who told you that it wasn't the case, somebody you love. I mean, that's just a terrible situation. It's just a terrible situation all around. And we've talked about how people need to be punished for this sort of thing. People were mad at us when we said that, no, there needs to be some sort of civil punishment for women who get abortions. And it's like, well, yeah, but if in this situation, the dude coercing the lady, oh yeah, buddy, you need to be punished too. You need to be punished big time. So it's just like when I see this type of thing, it's like, marry somebody that shares your values, for goodness sakes. If she don't believe abortion is murder, Catholic guys, if she don't believe that you can never get an abortion, she ain't the right lady. You're not going to convince her. You're not going to save her. I mean, I pray that you can convince them, but that's not a great candidate for a wife, somebody who believes that it's okay to terminate unborn life. This is a very intuitive thing, I feel like. I feel like this is a very intuitive thing. And if you can't even conceptualize when something is alive versus when it isn't alive, you have problems, and you're probably not an ideal candidate for being a wife. So young guys, when you're young, when you're attractive, when you're at the gym and you're working out and you can go find a wife that you want, you're in your prime, try to find somebody that aligns with your values and that was raised with your values. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. I know. I did it. Anything else to add to that, Ronan?
Yeah, if she works in Hollywood, she's not for you.
Yeah, no Hollywood ladies, no Hollywood women. Bad news. No, I'm kidding. There's probably obviously a few good ones out there, I'm sure, but bad industry. And women, don't go into Hollywood either. And with that said, I think I'm going to wrap it up on that note, guys. You need to follow us on X. You need to follow us on Instagram. And you need to check out our videos on Spiritus TV. And guys, I don't know how many times I need to keep saying this because we just aren't where we need to be yet. Why aren't we bigger than Mr. Beast? You need to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. And you need to hit that notification bell so you always know when we are dropping new content. And this is a very, very important thing. Don't give your money to stupid Hollywood. You need to give us your money.
I was like, Mom, do you think this is reasonable if I buy this? And she'd be like, yes.
And you can give us your money by going to buymeacoffee.com. That is buymeacoffee.com. You can do a single donation, or you can do a monthly Joe for only $5 a month. We'll help you get married. So With that said, guys, that's all we got for this episode. God bless you.